everyone. I hope you are doing good. Welcome to another art session. Today we are going to learn about op art. It is very interesting. In this particular type of art, you use geometrical shapes. What we do is we draw something on a paper, but we give it an illusion. 3D effects. Today I am going to do something very simple. It's a very simple design. You will be easily able to do it. With that, you will be able to understand what I meant when I said to give illusion, to bring out illusion in your art. So let's start. So for this, I'm going to use my drawing file. I'm going to prepare my design here. Okay, now first step that I'm going to do is I'm going to draw points. So this is the center of my paper. I've placed my scale here. If you have bigger scale, that is well and good. Okay, 1 point at 0, then 1 at 15, and same, this is the center of my point. Again I'm going to draw 2 points here. Now these are my pointers. Okay, I want to increase it a bit. Okay, because I feel like here we have more space, so we can go beyond that. So that's why I'm going to increase it by 2 more centimeters. 2 centimeters here, and then 2 centimeters here. Same I'm going to repeat here. 2 centimeters here, and then 2 centimeters over here. Okay, my pointers are done. Now once I have my pointers, what I'm going to do is I need to draw a line. Now the shape that I want is something like this. This is the shape that I'm going for. Okay, somewhat like this, but here in a bigger area. So same on top, I'm going to repeat. So this is my 8 centimeter line. 8 over here, 8 over here. We can extend it if we want, and I'd like to do this 10. Okay, so 1 on each side, 1 centimeter on each side, I'm going to extend. Use your scale, okay, to draw this. Now these are my other pointers. I'm simply going to join them. In op art, we use geometrical shapes. So if we are using geometrical shapes, the shapes have to be very precise. The lining, it has to be very precise. Okay, you cannot simply go freehand and get it done with. No. So you have to be very particular about all the measurements and everything. If you want to increase it, you can increase more. There is no rule that you cannot. You can go 1 centimeter more. It will be doable. Okay. Now next step will be, remember this is the center point we have. I am going to join one line. I am going to join these points. So first point will be this one, then I'll join this to this point and this to this point. It will make an X. Okay. Now this is what I was looking for. These are the lines. Okay, on the inside of this shape. Okay, now what I'll do is, using my scale, I'm going to measure it first. Okay, it's almost 11 centimeters. So what I'll do is, here at 6.5, I'm going to mark a point. I'll repeat the same over here. Almost parallel to that, and I'm going to join these pointers. Okay, then I'll join this. I'm going to mark one point at each line, and I'm going to join them just like this line. Okay, so this is my inner shape. Okay, now this size is same. Okay, so whichever measurement you have to take, it has to be same on all the lines. Okay, this is geometrical shape we are working on in this O part, so all the lines, all the measurements have to be equal. This is very important. Now comes a very fun part. I'm going to stop drawing here. Now I'll use my eraser, because I'm going to erase the lines that I don't need. Now first, this is my shape, right? This line, just this much, I'm going to zoom in a bit. So this much I'm going to erase it. Okay, after I'm done erasing this, then I'll move to this. Now we are not going to erase all the lines, be very careful. So first let me erase this line. So while you're drawing this, make sure that you do very light drawing. We don't want that the pencil lines are visible even after erasing them, and when we are coloring, it will not look good. So these are few things that you need to keep in mind. One I have erased, this one I have kept, and then this one I have erased. I'm going to keep this one, and I'm going to erase this one again. So alternate lines. Okay, I'm erasing the alternate lines. This is a bit visible. Now this is what my outer point looks like. I'm going to darken these lines so that they are more visible to you. So these are the lines I have kept. One, two, and three, and I have erased 3 lines. 1, 2, and 3. These are the 3 lines I have erased. Now same thing I'm going to do on the inner part. Okay, now here we are going to do, if I've erased this line, so on the inner part I'm going to keep this line, but I'm going to erase this, which is next to this line. So like this. Got it? I have kept this line, but I have erased this one, inner line. Same, I have erased this line, but on the inner side I'm going to keep this line, and I have kept the outer line. I'm going to erase the inner line. Same way for this. Now let me darken these inner lines so that they are a bit more visible. Once I lift my scale, then you'll see what we have created. See, is this visible? Inside we have this cube shape. That's why I said that it is very important that you keep the lines and the measurements same. This is more tricky, but it is really fun when in the end you see the design it came out. So now my next part will be, this drawing is over. I don't want to draw anything else in this. Everything is done. Now we'll move to the coloring part. Okay, first comes outlining and then coloring. I'll do the outlining and then I'll show you how to color, how to bring in the 3D effect, how to create illusion. Okay, so this is how my drawing is looking like after I'm done with the outlining. Now I have used my pen, but this pen, I have used this pen for the outlining. You can use your sketch pens if you'd like, or if you want to go with your gel pens, that is also fine. Now with the coloring, in this what I'll show you, using one color, that is yellow, I'm going to show you how to bring the 3D effect. Now we will be using different tones of yellow. Okay, I have this light yellow, okay, then I have bit darker yellow, this is lemon yellow, okay, and then I have yellow ochre with me. So these are the 3 tones. Now I think I'll let go of this, let's not use this, whereas I'll use this cadmium yellow. It will be more fun. So I'm going to use these 3 colors and I'll show you. If you don't want to use this one, you feel like this is too dark, we can let go of that also in place. We can keep this. These are the 3 tones we can do. There are numerous things you can do. If you want to use red, in red also you get many colors in your palette. You simply have to find them and then you have to work with them. Now I'll choose the first light color. This is my light yellow. I'm going to color this area, only this area I'm going to color using this light yellow. When you are coloring, as you're aware that I always tell you to move in one direction only, not to change the directions, okay? But if you do, simply just blend it so nicely that your directions are not visible. See, put some pressure on your color. So this light yellow, I'm going to do this in this area and then in this box. Only in this and in this box, okay? Rest I'm going to do different colors. So let me finish this and then I'll show you. So my color is done. Now I'm going to take the darker color. It's a bit more darker from that light yellow, and I'm going to use this. Now this color I'm going to do here and then over here. So we are coloring opposites, okay? Opposite to this is this shape, this singular shape, and then opposite to this is this shape, then opposite to this is this front, this one. So this and this I'm going to use this color, light yellow, and here I'm going to do darker color, darkest. So it is light, then bit more, this is the medium color, or you can say a bit more darker. Then the darkest one, it is going to come over here. So I'll color this. You can see the difference. Is it clear? Now I'll finish this coloring and then I'll finish this one. Now you can see the difference. This is my the darker tone that I'm using. You can make out the light and the dark, right? And you can see the effect also that I'm trying to bring out in this particular design. Let me finish this, then I'll show you. Okay, so my coloring is done. Now, do you think that this particular box is popping out of this design? This is what we call op art. It means that we bring out illusion in our drawing. You know, tricking the eye, making such a drawing that we can even trick our eye. Like we have to, for a second, focus on that particular drawing to see what is actually happening. Just like this. Now I'll share at the end of this video one more same design but with few variations of colors, where they have used 2 colors or they have used 1 color, but again they have brought different tones to it. So you can follow any, if you want to follow this particular color scheme, you can do that. This will basically educate you with the colors also. Like you will get to know about different tones of the colors and how to use them. Okay, for the lightness, if we want to show something that is coming in front, light is strictly coming like light is falling on it, then we use light color. But if something is at the back or it has shadow on it, then we use darker colors to that, to highlight that. Sometimes we don't get color, so what we do is, there is this color called burnt sienna. We mix that color with that particular tone. If I suppose I wanted to do that here, so once I had done yellow, darkest yellow, I would have use that color on top of it and mixed it well, so that we can get the darker tones. I hope you have enjoyed my video. I'll share next week another video. See you soon. Bye bye. Have a nice day.